Truly, these are the faces of evil. Oh, God! Okay, he's going away. We're fine. What's up, YouTube? This is Arlo Yoshi as usual. I am Max.
I'm Rhino.
And welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
A game by Sega. I'm sorry, when Nintendo first came out, I was just imagining my Sega.
N-Cube. So yeah, you might notice a couple things. The first thing you will obviously notice is that we're not playing Majora's Mask 3D. And that is for two reasons. Number one, at this point in time of recording, I do not have the 3DS recorder. I do have Majora's Mask 3D, but I don't have the 3DS recorder. And the second reason is Majora's Mask 3D absolutely sucks in comparison to the original. There, I said it!
I disagree.
That's because you haven't played the original, which is part of the reason Rhino is here as my choice of co-commentator. Because I love Majora's Mask. Up until the Twilight Princess Let's Play, it was my favorite Zelda game, and one of my all-time favorite games. Majora's Mask was also the very first video game I ever played, unless you count Reader Rabbit. So...
Alright, something about what you said is not entirely true, because I have played the N64 version.
You have not played the entire N64 version, or at least as much as you should have.
Oh, no. This is completely correct. I was too young to actually understand what the fuck I was doing in a Zelda game. And so I think I sort of stumbled into the swamp area, and that was about as far as I got. And
yeah,
pretty
you
much...
disgust me.
Look, I was at that age where I didn't really understand Zelda games, so I traded it away to my friend for Donkey Kong 64.
Okay, decent trade, I'll give you that much.
I regretted it as soon as I beat Donkey Kong 64. Because I foolishly kept the player's guide for Majora's Mask. So I'm sitting there looking at all this cool stuff I could have done.
Was it the Prima?
Yes, it was the Prima official strategy guide.
Prima's the one that advises you play the Song of Time to get to the start of one of the dungeons. It's basically, Prima is full of typos, and it just utterly sucks. Also, there's Skull Kid.
Yeah, I don't remember that part, but I do remember...
Elf shoes!
But I do remember a snarky comment about one of the boss fights in them. I'm assuming there's not really a spoiler thing going on in this story, right? In this Let's Play, right?
I would say hold off on it, simply because there are some people who haven't played Majora's Mask. So,
okay, well,
all right.
Remind me when we get to the second boss to tell you about the snarky guide.
I think you actually already. I think you told me about that before, but I'll remind you to say it. Okay, let's actually start the game now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have a file here.
Oh.
I did a lot.
What did you do? Fart and then save and say, keeping that.
Apparently it was so little, I didn't even get a heart piece. What did I do? Because apparently I didn't even get to the point of being able to save.
You didn't even get a rupee or a mask.
I'm just going to erase that. Okay, so here's the thing about
Majora's Mask. You were bored. Save, quit.
Like I was saying, this was the first video game I ever played. And so this is a very important game to me. And as we go through, you and I are probably going to be noting a lot of differences between this version and the 3DS version. Honestly, aside from graphics and... Okay, yes, there are some things the 3DS version did better, but overall, I feel like this version is far superior. Graphics are the only major thing it really has up on it.
Yeah.
So, we're going to start this off. Obviously, we're going to be RL Yoshi.
Rhino Yoshi?
If you want to think it's that, go ahead. We cannot name our horse, so we cannot create Rhino Epona or whatever. Yeah. Rhino Pona. Oh, that's what it was. I created the file and never played it.
Oh.
Should we erase this one?
Nah.
Alright, let's go with it. Alright, so, if you've never played Majora's Mask, don't worry, because we're going to try to avoid being too spoilery. Let's begin. Also, fun fact, even though this was the first game I ever played, never beat it.
Oh?
In the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend. A legend held dearly by... a boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. Game! Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey. A secret and personal journey.
I mean, I'm able to read all of these, and that's what's entertaining. It disappears for you before it does for me.
A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends.
Remind me why she left?
I don't think it's ever canonically stated. I think a lot of the common theories... Okay, just so people know, since this isn't even a spoiler for this game, and more for Ocarina of Time, at the end of Ocarina of Time, which this game is a sequel to, Navi, who was Link's traveling or fairy companion, left, basically, just kind of flew up to a window and disappeared. No, neither of those are Navi, before you ask.
Navi was
this opening cutscene has been... This opening cutscene has been seen by basically everybody and their mothers, so I have no problem talking over it. But basically, Navi left, and it's never canonically stated why. I think a lot of the common theories are that either she was jealous because she knew that Link liked Zelda, but canonically Navi has a crush on Link, or it might be because she had fulfilled her duty as his guide, and so she left because he didn't need her anymore. Or she was just a bitch. Or, as you and I noted when in Twilight Princess, in the Temple of Time, which was where she left, the window that she flew out of is what actually led to the dungeon. So, my theory, sort of, is that she had to go there now as her next quest was to be some sort of a guardian for something in there.
You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy. Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Waddle, 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 waddle. Waddle, 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 waddle.
So should I voice
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Tattle then?
Yeah. Go ahead. Don't kick me in the nuts when I'm asleep.
Wait, Tail's the purple one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tattle is the white one.
Okay, just making sure because they're in reverse order.
Ooh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see.
You can't, Tail.
All that build up for that.
Well, look, it didn't exactly give me a lot to work with. What would we do if you dropped it and broke it? No way, you can't touch it.
As we learn later on, the ocarina could drop from about 50 feet in the air and be just fine.
Aw, but sis, why can't I try it out too?
You have no lips.
How am I talking to you?
Psychic
Also,
energy.
I love this! Even on the N64! The game can convey the best what the fuck are you doing facial expressions ever.
And I like how the Majora's Mask wide-eyed expression is pretty much good for every action Skull Kid has.
Yeah! I saw this one Brawl in the Family comic as a... Actually, no, I won't say that because that is actually a spoiler for Majora's Mask. But I'll say it off screen to you because you're the person I really want to tell it to.
Okay. Does
I'll
Link
say-
always ride side saddle in games?
What do you... Wait, what?
Or sorry, bareback.
Oh, bareback. No. In Ocarina of Time, the horse did have a saddle. Here, it doesn't. I don't quite know why. I think maybe he just...
Might be too
I don't know, I
small
think
for
maybe-
one.
Yeah, I think it was just too small for one, but he was able to deal with it anyway. Anyway, we're dead, so the game's over now. No, here we are. I don't know how many Let's Plays I have where I start off the game saying, and now we're dead.
Well, I think that's a reason why in Unskippable they had a going thing where they would say, and that was the 7th time I died. They would just increase it by 1 every time they they did a game that did it.
Yeah, I saw. I like how I love that. That joke was probably one of my favorite things about Unskippable.
That and Russell the Crow.
Eh.
I like
Which, funny enough, completely unintentional. They confirmed that the whole Russell Crowe joke was unintentional there. They just came up with the name Russell. Also, flip. You never do this again at any point in the game!
I do like how in this game they're like, yeah, he's not gonna jump, he's gonna freaking cartwheel.
Also, he totally could have just not fallen there if he wanted to. He had plenty of his foot on the ledge. Also, we're so high right now.
Woo! Was that a ghost?
And flat.
What a cushy flower that is completely 2D. Look at these spotlights we installed.
What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it.
I just realized something.
What?
Did not synchronize your audio with mine.
Oh yeah, I was kind of wondering about that.
I'll figure it out.
There's no point in writing a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Aw, boo-hoo. Why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you could beat me as I am now? Fool! I shake my head at you!
It'd be great if the mask just fell off. Whoops.
And you thought we were high before.
Dude, I'm smoking so much weed right now that the weed is literally glaring at me.
We're glaring, we're glaring, we're glaring, we're glaring.
Run away! No! No, I don't want to be eaten by a giant Deku scrub!
Clefairy, Clefairy.
And now this is us. I've heard of Morning Wood before, but this is ridiculous.
No, no, I don't have a penis. I can see right up the skirt, so I know this.
Skull could laugh.
Now that's a good look for you.
He'll stay here looking that way forever. I never understood why, if his plan was to trap Link here forever, why did he bother transforming us? Because clearly his... Still.
Also, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
With your face.
Yes, with my pseudo face.
Sis! Slam. You'll be trapped forever here behind this easily openable door.
No, not easily openable doors. My one weakness. Whoa, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me. I'm still here. Tail, you can't leave without me.
You know, I used to not realize the whole Tattletale joke, so I actually called them Tatley and Tile. Like tile, like a tile floor.
To be fair, I didn't get it when I used to play it either. I only got it when I played the 3DS version.
And I said Tatley just because, nah, there's no vowel at the end. Maybe that was accidental.
Hey, you never know. If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother.
I cannot move. I am stuck in this one frame.
Well, don't just sit there like a freaking tree. Deku boy, do something. Why are you looking at me like that? What, is there something on my face?
Like, so much light that I can't see your face? Yes, that sounds about right.
Will you stop staring and just open that door for me? I'm trying to see if there's something underneath that light. Please, come on. A helpless little girl is asking you. Sorry, the toad shift there got me. Yeah. So just hurry up.
It's like in comics when there's like this old lady who's like, "Oh, how dare you harm a harmless old lady!" Beats to death with purse.
Yeah, good times. Oh, Tail. I wonder if that child will be alright on his own.
Rhino, have you been a harmless old lady who beat someone to death with a purse before?
No.
Also, sometimes these bushes do a little dance.
Yeah, I've seen that. I never understood that. Some of them just seem to want to run away from you whenever they're in particular circle patterns.
Yeah, that's for a little side quest later on. It's like indicates something. But for right now, it's just annoying.
I never found that, and I freaking 100%ed the 3DS one. Hey, wait for me! Don't leave me behind!
Apparently you didn't, because that's the Keaton thing.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what indicates where it appears. But anyway, we'll get into that later.
I just assumed all the circles did that. So, that stuff back there, I apologize, so take me with you.
Just like all nagging girlfriends, they think an apology fixes everything.
You want to know about that Skull Kid who just ran off, right?
You are very close to my mouth right now.
I'm gonna fly up your nose. Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you, and I'll help you out. Deal? Link inhales. Just gets rid of the problem. Please? Oh.
And then I don't say anything, but...
Good. So then it's settled.
Yep.
Now then, I'll be your partner, or at least until we catch that Skull Kid.
I like this part.
My name's Tattle, so it's nice to meet you, or whatever.
Cool. Hi.
Now that we've got all that straightened out, we can stop messing around and get moving. Or can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press the C... Was that replaced by the C stick later? I forget.
Yes, I don't know what it is on this though. Yeah, basically it was like the whole ABXY thing, except they were up, left, right, and down arrows, and they were yellow. So basically, it's C up or up on the directional buttons.
Yeah, that tells you how long ago my N64 stopped working. That I forgot that was on the controller because I never used it.
Anyway,
blah blah blah, and I'll tell it to you. Hopefully you'll manage to get by without my help until then.
You could just do what I did. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? You can always just do what I used to do, where I always... Oh, hang on. Hang on. She's talking to me.
Hey, if I call you, press, this thing right away.
You can always just do what I used to do, where when I see those buttons, I just imagine it's like a sound effect, like... If I call you, press right away.
Sounds like we're censoring something.
Yeah.
I can tell you're not very used to your Deku scrub body yet. That's right.
If I call you, press your dick right away.
You are literally a scrub right now. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold A, because it actually has a letter on it, not a sound, as a Deku scrub while standing on a Deku flower, you can Deku dive into it.
Any reason you say Deku instead of Deku?
I don't know, I guess that's just always how I read it.
Ah.
If you wait a bit before releasing A, you'll Deku launch out of the flower. Press A while flying to Deku descend.
Deku Descend sounds like if Deku Link was in Super Smash Bros, that'd be his final smash. Deku Descend. Did you get all that? Yes.
I'll try and start doing Deku, but Deku just is...
Whatever, as long as you're not saying DQ.
DQ? Like Dairy Queen?
Some people say DQ. Okay, I heard... let's get through this real quick and I'll say it later.
Are you sure?
It gives you another option.
One more thing. Press A when you're on the ground to perform a Deku spin attack.
Alright, so anyway, what I was saying is that I saw this one song, it was by None Like Joshua, and basically, in it, he does say DQ, though to be fair, he was also doing that as a rhyme. So
you're allowed to stretch it a little bit, then.
Yeah, like, my DQ sticks I beat you with, it was something like that. I mean, it makes context in the song, it was just weird to me at the time. Anyway, so, okay, what was I saying? Because I keep putting stuff off to say, okay, here's what I was gonna say, are you familiar with the Legend of Zelda manga?
You've told me a little about the personalities of the Four Swords links.
Alright, hang on a sec, I have to get my balls. I got Deku nuts!
You got a Deku nut. Okay, I guess we're not doing that.
Nah, not gonna bother, because that's not tattle. But anyway, yeah, put that there. Whoops. Did not want to do that. Okay, here's the thing. I keep trying to use the right stick, which is basically the C stick, as a camera.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what I was saying was, the Majora's Mask had a manga as well. It went, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Four Swords Adventures, Link to the Past, Phantom Hourglass, but strangely enough, not Wind Waker. There were a couple others that had a manga, but obviously the one I'm talking about here is Majora's Mask. Hang on, gotta get through this.
Hey you, come on. Press Z and talk to me.
I believe you mean L, fool.
Ah, yes, this tree. There you go, see? You can do it if you try.
You can do it if you try, just the two of us.
When I fly over to people or objects, use Z to look at them so you can talk to them. You can talk to objects like a crazy person. Use Z targeting to talk to people even if they're far away.
Away.
Or if there's no one to target, you can use Z to look straight ahead. Because you need a button to do that. But enough about that for now. Come over to this tree and check it out.
Alright, so in the manga, you know what, I'll just get past the tree first, because I'm about to do it anyway.
The tree.
It's strange. Oh no, this is you.
It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree, only less in horrific pain. Looks so dark and gloomy. It's almost like you could start crying at any second now. How sad.
Alright, so anyway, Majora's Mask manga, in it, Link, when he, obviously Link speaks and actually has emotions in the manga, so, but basically, when he gets caught by, Skull Kid and whatnot, when Tattle doesn't, start begging him to help, what happens is that, basically, Tattle starts, continuing to harass him, so Link proceeds to immediately use his Deku Bubble ability, which we get in a moment, traps her in a bubble, and it basically holds her up and it's like, alright, so where did Skull Kid go? And she goes, I don't know. He proceeds to level the greatest death glare at her with his Deku face, and she's like, oh, I remember now.
The Dekus do have those glowing eyes that are good for glaring.
Yeah, it was also especially good because it also showed, his human self also glaring.
Yeah. Do you want to take this, or can I?
You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
That answers that.
You already get the most talkative character in the game. This is not going to be freaking Twilight Princess all over again.
I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I've found you. Now don't think me rude, but I have been following you.
Do you want this Mario mask?
For I know of a way to return you to your former self.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the one on his shoulder.
Don't do that. If you could get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should by no means be a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days.
So to
How
not
grateful
die.
I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I am counting on you.
So is Elvis here. Alright!
Okay,
now,
I want to say two things real quick. Just before
Alright,
I
and then I'll
forget.
say something.
Alright, first of all, you know that up directional button we were talking about?
Yeah?
It looks like the Triforce.
Yes, I believe that is kind of... I think that's part of the point with the way they organized it up there.
Alright, and secondly, I love the design choice of this guy, how they never give him any in-between animations. He just sort of jumps between poses. It makes him all the more unsettling.
Yeah.
I was staring at that the whole conversation. I'm like, maybe he took off his own emotions and put it in that mask.
So we've got... Oh god, you're closer than I expected! But yeah, we've got Mario and some other masks here. They've got one that kind of looks like King Dedede in some way. There's actually, in the speedrun I watched, there was a way that you could, like, pause the game constantly, pause and unpause over in such a way that as you head towards the door, you completely skip that entire cutscene.
Oh.
Dawn of the first day! 72 hours remain!
That was actually something I wanted to ask you. Did you want to do this before you saw that speedrun?
Oh, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, like, since I did my Ocarina of Time Let's Play.
Fair enough. That guard looked like a genie for a bit there.
I will grant you 3 wishes. They cannot be that you will leave town.
He gives me the creeps. That mask salesman was the... Sorry, just thinking aloud. With my manly grunts of clearing my throat. But 3 days? Even if we never sleep, that still leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. I mean, you'll probably pass out if you don't sleep or something. Unless you're like some hero of time. Yeah, no, you're not that. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to go see the Great Fairy. You know, for some reason. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? Because I said I would lead you to him? Well, turns out I don't know shit. The Great Fairy will know what he's up to, though. She watches over everything. Actually, wait, what the fuck am I? Am I a fairy?
Yes.
And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the shrine near the North Gate. You'll find the Great Fairy in there. I'm going to say it like that now.
If she had hands, she'd totally be doing the imagination.
Totally.
Alright, let's go to the Sticky Flower. Nope. Wait, hold on. I was trying to say hold on, and I messed it up.
Close enough. At least you didn't get hit by the asshole dog.
I must switch my hat. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around.
He had a propeller hat.
This opening day, we all know how to do this opening day. Let's be honest here. All right, so I want to bring something up as I go do this.
Hey,
so the salesman, the Happy Mask salesman, he okay, that kid disappeared. He knows that in 3 days, or at the very least, he's going to leave in 3 days. He said.
Yeah.
Now, it's entirely possible that the reason he said that is to, like, try to tip us off about the time limit, but either it's just a coincidence, or he knows the moon is going to crash
I mean, it is right freaking there.
But here's the thing.
It could have always been there.
No, it's not that. But I think it's been confirmed, or if not confirmed, it is pretty much heavily implied and pretty much constantly accepted by everyone that's the same Happy Mask salesman as in Ocarina of Time. Like Link, he came into Termina like just recently.
Okay. Hold on 1 sec. Someone's here.
Okay, now we're back. So let's go see this great fairy and see what's going on.
Yeah. I hope my dog's loud panting isn't showing up on the freaking Audacity. Oh no, the Great Fairy!
The Great Fairy. You stopped me mid-spin! Young
well, at
one,
least you're doing an
please
awesome
hear,
pose.
please hear my plea. I have been broken and shattered to pieces by the masked skull kid. Please find the one stray fairy lost in town and bring her to this fairy fountain. They heal us even though we don't have any damage.
Well, you know, at least it kind of shows you what they do.
Alright. Well, you know when we're gonna go find that fairy?
Next episode.
Next episode! So, I've been Max.
I'm Rhino.
And the deck you ass stare into your soul. Dun dun dun.